So, you've downloaded PicPush, now you need to know how to use it. This quick demo will give you a quick overview of the features of PicPush, how to set up your destinations, how to monitor your transfers, and how to set up preferences. First time you launch, it'll tell you you haven't set up any destinations. So, how do you set up a destination? Well, click on the menu and click the Add Destination button. This brings us to the Add Destination screen. This drop down up top, you can select the service that you wish to add. Right now we have support for Gallery, Picasa, Flickr, Facebook, Shutterfly, SmugMug, and PhotoBucket. Other services will be on the way pretty soon, so keep an eye on the market for updates. There's going to be more services. So let's start off with Gallery. Select Gallery from the drop down. Type in the address to my Gallery server. My username. And the password. Now that we've got that set up, one of the things PicPush needs to know is the name of the album that you want to upload your pictures to. Right now, this is where the albums will show up. It's telling me I need to click this button here. This will go to my Gallery 2 server and download all the albums that exist on the server. If there's none there, it'll try and create one. So, let's click the button. Now it logs in and it requests the list. So now you can see this has changed to select album. It's telling me to select an album from the list here. And there's quite a few in here, so I'll just pick my testing folder. And we have everything that we need. So now click OK, and that gets saved. So one of the main points of PicPush is that you can have multiple destinations. You can send your pictures to as many places as you want, all at the same time. So you're not restricted to just one. You can add in another one. Let's just do another one. Let's do Facebook. Facebook is different. Facebook wants you to approve it from your web browser. So PicPush tells me Facebook requires you to approve PicPush from your web browser. Click OK to open your browser now. When you're finished, hold down the home button to switch back here. That's very important, because if you don't switch back in the proper manner, sometimes PicPush can lose track of the session and it won't be able to update your login details. It won't get the authorization properly from Facebook. So we click OK, and the browser is launched. So I'll type in my email and password here, and after logging into Facebook, Facebook will ask me, do you wish to allow access to PicPush Mobile? So click on Allow, and the next page will say, now you can close your browser page. So now, what you need to do at this stage is come down here to your home button and just hold it down. What that does is bring up a list of currently running applications. So we want to switch back to PicPush. Click on PicPush. PicPush says Facebook login credentials updated successfully. Good stuff. And then again, you just click on Download Albums, and I happen to not have any albums, so it created one for me. PicPush is the one it just created. And click OK, and there we go. So this Destinations tab is showing me the destinations I have set up. Here we have Gallery, Facebook, and this is the username and the album that we're going to upload to. Now one really handy feature is that you can turn these on and off just by clicking these buttons here. And if you schedule a transfer, it automatically sends it to any destinations that are on. So if I go to my Pictures application right now and I schedule a transfer, it'll send it to Gallery and Facebook. If I turn one of them off, it'll only send it to Facebook. Click on Pictures, it loads up all my pictures, and if I long click on one of the pictures, select the Share option, PicPush is one of the services that's enabled for sharing. So select PicPush. This brings me to a screen where I can enter a caption and description. And click on OK, and that schedules the upload. And it gives me a little message here to say your upload's been scheduled. So now if I launch PicPush and go to the transfers list, which is where I was before, you can see upload in progress to Gallery 2. Now it's gone onto Facebook. If you click these buttons here, you can go back, look at previous messages, look at other messages, upload in progress to Facebook. And when it's done, it just disappears. Now what I've done, I've gone into my gallery server and I removed this pic dump. I removed permissions from this pic dump folder just so that my uploads will automatically fail. So here's my upload and it tells me it failed. It's going to retry in a while. So now we have two buttons here. I can retry or remove. Retry will retry and send this, obviously enough. I'll click that. Now it says it'll upload ASAP, so it's just waiting for the background service to kick in and upload the picture. But let's force it just by clicking this send all. And it failed again, obviously. So now at this point you have the same options again, retry or remove. Let's just remove that one just to see what happens, and there it disappears out of the list. And the same thing with this one. Let's just remove it. And we're back to no transfers in the queue. Now I'm going to move on to a feature of PicPush which will make your life a little bit easier if you just want to upload your pictures as you take them. You don't want to, there's no need to go and schedule them all manually like that. We have an option down here at the bottom, auto scan media. It's turned on by default. So what this means is it's PicPush will run in the background and it'll auto detect when any new media appear on your device. So if you take a picture with the camera, it'll detect it and it'll put it in your upload queue. And it puts in a 15-minute delay, so you have, if you want to take loads of pictures and then come back in a few minutes and just take out any bad ones, then they won't get uploaded. So let's head and open the camera application. This is the emulator, so it just has this emulated image. Click the capture button and we'll save that one. Now I'll head back and open up PicPush. Look at my transfer queue, and here are the two pictures. So those two pictures I just took with the camera are now in my queue, and it says it'll upload in a while. Let's say I don't want to upload one of them. It's simple enough. You just click the remove button, it's gone. And let's just force this one to go right now. So click send, it'll upload ASAP. It's just going to wait for the background service to pick it up again. So while I'm waiting for that to go, let's just look in the preferences screen and go over all these options, what they mean. Some of them are pretty self-explanatory. Prompt for metadata I already explained. That decides whether you want to enter a caption and description when you're uploading pictures. And actually, on a side note, that only applies to when you do a manual upload. So upload during calls. If the default options do not allow uploads while the phone call is in progress, so you don't get interference or anything like that. It's turned off by default. External power, only allow uploads when charging or in battery power. This is turned off by default. And the minimum battery level, if your battery falls below a certain level, the uploads won't be allowed. The default is 10. Any lower than that, uploads will be postponed until you can recharge your phone another bit. And then network options. Allow uploads when on Wi-Fi networks, when on 3G networks, and edge networks. By default, they're all turned on. You can turn off any of these if you don't want to upload while you're on edge. Turn it off. And then roaming. Do not allow uploads when roaming. It might be pretty dangerous to turn this on. You could get charged a lot of money by your provider. So that's off by default. Auto scan media we already discussed. You can turn this off if you don't want PicPush to detect that you're taking pictures. If you want to do it manually yourself later on, just turn it off. And Then we just have a checkbox for notify background activity. That's just some messages will pop up every now and then to tell you what PicPush is doing. It's turned off by default so it doesn't intrude. And then the start screen, destinations, transfers, or preferences. This decides what screen shows up when you first load up PicPush. And that's it. Thanks for taking the time to download PicPush, and I hope this demo helped you out and gets you on your way. If you have any issues at all with PicPush, just simply send an email to support@350nice.com and we'll get back to you as soon as we can and try and figure out what the problem is. Hope you enjoy using it. Thank you.